Hello, everyone. Let's go now for the wrap up of the BrainTeaser. And I guess that the main point is what, first of all, Puneet and then Adiki said, that the key point that triggered the exponential growth in Facebook versus MySpace was the decision of becoming an open platform. So before, Facebook was a closed platform and only the developers working at Facebook could develop or could create new functionalities, new features for the platform. And by opening the APIs, application programming interface, that means by allowing third-party developers to create apps to be run on Facebook, they increase enormously the amount of things that you can do on the social platform. And that help to not only activate the existing users, but also to bring new users on board, because many of these applications were games or applications with social features, so that you share it with other friends, so that they come here and they participate with you, and so on. If you remember, many of them at the beginning were like silly things like the bite of a vampire or something like that, and but that helped a lot in order to create more engagement. So that was the first decision. Of course, the other decisions that you mentioned, for example, opening to other emails other than Harvard, that Sabrina mentioned, or creating or allowing companies the possibility of creating Facebook pages, Macarena, creating or opening the platform for other languages as well, that Gabriela mentioned. All these things helped. But if we go exactly to that date, that was the key decision that helped to accelerate the exponential growth. And this is due basically to what is known as the network effect. So the network effect basically means that the value of a platform or a product, in this case a platform, depends on the number of people who use that platform. So for example, imagine, Sabrina, that you are the only person in the world with a telephone. Now, what is the value of that telephone for you? Well, it's basically nothing. You cannot talk to anyone, okay? Now, imagine that you and Puneet are the two only people in the world with a telephone. Now, what is the value of that telephone for you, Sabrina? Well, at least you can talk to Puneet, right? And what is the value of that telephone for Puneet? Exactly the same. He can talk to you. Okay, now let's suppose that Gabriela joins and has also a telephone. Now, when Gabriela joins, by buying or purchasing a new telephone, that new telephone not only creates value for Gabriela, who can talk to now two other people, but also it creates value for the already existing users, in this case Sabrina and Puneet, because now they can talk among the three of you, no? And so on. So the more people that join the platform, the more value the platform has, not only for the newcomers, but also for the existing users of the platform. Okay, and this is known as the network effect. So this is the point of the BrainTeaser, to understand what is the power of becoming an open platform, what is the power of the network effect. This decision today, we are already, quite used to that, because we all have apps in our iPhones or Androids. So this is a common behavior, a common thing to do now. But at that time, in 2007, Facebook was one of the first big companies who took this risky move of opening the platform, and it proved to be very successful. Okay, thank you very much for your participation on the BrainTeaser, and we move now to the next part of the discussion, opening a new thread. See you in a moment.